Ah, fuck!
That'll sync the audio.
Yeah. Leave that in, no cuts.
All right, so we're on the Moving to Japan subreddit, and I found this one, moving to Japan just after graduating high school. It says they're 18, have been studying Japanese since 7 years old, and are at N3. So 11 years of studying Japanese, and you can get to N3 in like 6 months.
For anyone unaware, Japan has a system. What does it stand for? JLPT, right?
Japanese Language Proficiency Test. Yeah.
That essentially every company uses as like a measure for seeing if your Japanese is good enough to work there. And it goes like N5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mm-hmm. One's the highest.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, N3.
Well, that's like super basic, you know. Yeah, like if you're even just living in Japan for like a year, like without even studying, you beat to N3. That's like basic grammar. Know some of the basic kanji, like deguchi for exit, something like that. I think like N5 or N4, I don't even think you need to know hiragana or katakana.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially 7 years old, you should be able to just pick up a language with nothing.
Yeah. 11 years studying language. And I was in university here. We had to study Japanese. And I remember in some of the higher level classes, I mean, I think total I've studied Japanese for like maybe 3 or 4 years now. Been in Japan for about 3. And I'd be in the same class with people that are like, oh, I've been studying Japanese for 12 years or something, 10 years. And they're like, these speak worse Japanese than I do. And even with like you were talking about with the business stuff, it's like you get take the test so that it's easier to get a job, like on the resume or in the interview application. It doesn't actually mean you can speak the language.
Right.
You know, there's so many people that have N1 or N2, which is what you need to get a job, and they're not conversational.
Because I've seen these interviews of people that have like N1 Japanese. Yeah. Some of them have very good pronunciation, but then some of them I'm just like, this is N1. This is
well, it's like you study for the test, get the test so that you can get a job or something. But I mean, if you want to get good at something, you have to do it. So if you want to get good at speaking Japanese, you got to speak Japanese, not just look at kanji flashcards.
That's true.
Yeah. And this person wants to go to the language school for 2 years to perfect their Japanese. And that the language schools also, it's like you're not going to be talking to Japanese people while you're there. Like, you know, all the other students are going to be people learning, which is fine, but that's not going to adjust your ear to actually what Japanese is supposed to sound like. And these language schools, they just prepare you for the tests.
Yep.
They're not teaching you how to speak Japanese.
Yeah. And people ask me sometimes on tours as well. It's like, what's the best way to get proficient in a language? Actually learn it. It's like, be immersed.
Yeah.
Go to the izakaya, talk to the fucking old people there.
Yeah.
You know, like do anything of that sort.
And I also don't think that like just being focused on learning a language in and of itself is super meaningful. Like, every Japanese person speaks Japanese, and some of them are fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing how to speak Japanese, like, it makes it easier to live here or whatever. But why do you want to live here?
Yeah,
and the only reason I ever learned Japanese is to live here.
Yep.
So I think sometimes you get it backwards, where it's like, I want to live in Japan, so I'll learn Japanese. But like, it should be like, I live in Japan. Fuck, I got to figure out that.
Yeah, exactly.
Japanese, you know.
No, you have it the other way around as well with Japanese people.
Yeah.
And my little brother's taking French, right? So then I asked him, like, why are you taking French?
Yeah.
That means you want to speak to French people.
Yeah.
Like, you want to speak to French people?
Or maybe learn how to speak French so you can go rob the Louvre. That's a good reason.
It seemed like they needed much speaking. He just fucking went up with the crane. Just grabbed it. Apparently all you need to know to rob the Louvre or whatever is just to know how to wear a construction suit and just walk in with confidence.
Yeah. They didn't even walk. They just took the crane out, broke the window, smashed the shit, and grabbed it and left.
Did they even break the window? I thought they just pried it open.
No, they had like a saw, and they cut the window open. There's a video of them doing it. It's like, I mean, they might as well have just broken it. It probably would have been faster. Yeah.
Yeah. No alarms.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. That's crazy. Yeah. my little brother would be, trying to learn French. He'll fucking the N1 level of French.
Yeah.
Get there. Go, hey, oui, stop. To the fucking robbers or something. Yeah. That's about it.
But anyway, like the university I went to was a foreign language university, like for the local Japanese people, or whatever. And sometimes, like, I don't know, when I was in a club there. You have to be in a club to make friends with people. Like we'd be speaking, and it's always speaking Japanese, and then I'd like get caught up on a word or whatever, say it in English, and they would know that, like, they would be able to understand the word and translate it to Japanese word, but they couldn't have a conversation. So it's like with the Japanese education system, it goes into the way they teach foreigners how to speak Japanese too, where it's like study it to pass the tests. You have academic knowledge, but you don't actually have the ability to do it. So you meet so many people that like they've been studying English since they were in elementary school, but they can't have a conversation, but they might have a high, I don't know, one of those English tests like TOEFL or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
The Aiken.
Yeah. And I don't know, I've been knowing a lot of like other study abroad students I went to school with, and their whole passion was studying Japanese. And then every single one of them, eventually, as soon as they're about to graduate, they're like, well, this is the only thing I know how to do. Now I have to live in Japan and get a job at some fucking bullshit. Yeah. And it's like, it's not a guarantee that you're going to actually like live a good or meaningful or enjoyable life in Japan just because you pass the test.
Yeah. Also, I think if people think Japanese is such like a deep and rich language, right? But you get sometimes. I mean, sometimes there's interesting words, sure, but you also get like just dumb words to describe things. Like something that's fluffy is hua hua, and then. What are the other ones? Like something that's spicy is like
being for tight, or if your dick's hard,
or it's like if something's spicy, it's like piri piri, kara kara.
Or when and your shoes get wet, you're walking.
Beta beta,
and the bicho bicho. Well, and also people get like we're tour guides, right? So you have all these people that are interested in Japanese culture and be like, oh, Japanese have a word for the impermanence of all things. And it's like just because that word exists does not mean that everybody is thinking about it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, maybe the imperial court or the Buddhist monks were like thinking super deeply and super poetically. But that's like, I mean, with doing the traditional Japanese music stuff I do, like some of the songs, these crazy words will pop up and they'll say it to somebody and they'll be, I have no idea what that means, what you're talking about. And it's the same thing. The words you're going to learn in the preparing for those tests, where it's like, well, are you going to have like you're going to debate the prime minister about politics or politic kanji that come up? No, you're never going to use it. And then you're going to forget it.
And no one actually like. I don't think anyone needs to learn most of the kanji characters that they try and learn.
No.
Like if you know how to read signs outside. That's good enough. You don't need to know how to write it. Just type it on the keyboard.
And then if you go to the city hall or immigration office and they hand you some paperwork, you don't know how to read it. You just ask them what it means. Or don't just ask them what they want you to do.
Exactly.
I
mean, of course, it's easier to just know it, but it's so much more effort. Just to know it. Which, I mean, if you're going to stay here long term, I definitely say try and learn it. But it's like these foreign exchange students. They'll try and be like, today I'm going to work on 10 kanji characters.
Right.
And they'll be the most obscure ones that you never use ever. And that's like their identity almost.
But I don't know, when I was in school in these Japanese classes, people would always be like, oh wow, your teinego, your polite Japanese is so good. And it's like, yes, because every weekend I'm in Kyoto playing koto with old Japanese ladies, and that's how they all talk.
Right.
Of course, I'm like, because it wasn't like I intentionally studied all this like Kegel stuff. It's just that was the environment I was in, and that's what you pick up. So
I definitely noticed that as well, because I think when you've been hanging out with me and Hiro and the other guys, then your Japanese has gotten like your common Japanese has gotten better.
Yeah, because it's like you hear it and you use it, and you start to notice like when you're saying something that doesn't sound right and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I don't know, people that like want to move to Japan or come to Japan, they're like, oh, I want to make sure I know the Japanese before I get here. And it's like there's like 120 million people here. There's all these dialects, and then there's all these different levels of formality depending on the social circumstances and stuff. It's like even if you study those words before, like the actual ability to like in the moment adjust and like actually feel comfortable listening to different words and stuff, that just comes with like experience, you know. And like, oh, I want to be native level Japanese before I come to Japan. It's ridiculous because like native Japanese people, they've been speaking Japanese their whole life and have had all these different kinds of experiences and interactions with different people and stuff like that. Where, I mean, I don't know. I think I've been in Japan for 3 years, so I have like the Japanese level of a 3-year-old.
Yeah, right. Like you were telling me about this, your friend's 3-year-old son or daughter. You speak have the same conversation
at the same level. You know, she'll see a toothbrush on the table and be like, "Oh, hamigaki." I'm like, "Hamigaki." Same level of ability with the language. So I was like, yeah, like when been here for 10, 20 years, then I'll be able to speak like somebody that's been here for 10 or 20 years. So I don't know, the Japanese language is not, or any language, not like one concrete thing you study one time and then you have it.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.